Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today's musings are going to be on the topic of expectations of others, specifically the expectations that we place on others and how that affects us. Because it also affects the other people, but I'm not getting into that today. It's just on how it affects us. So generally, you're in for heartache. That's all there is to it, because we're all different. We don't all think the same way. We don't all react the same way. And if you have expectations of others and they don't do exactly what you think that they should do, or they don't react the way you think they should react, or they don't say what it is you want them to say, then you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be hurt. It's just not going to be, it's going to be like an icky feeling. That's all there is to it. I mean, yes, and they might very well say and do and think, what you do that time, but it may not happen the next time. So you're better off going into situations without having expectations. And really, expectations are just another form of judgment, right? You're judging them ahead of time for the way that you expect them to react. And it's not healthy for anybody. And I know that's easier said than done, right? Just go through life without expectation. I mean, it's not even realistic to think that. But if you look at, okay, here's the best case scenario of how they'll react, and here's the worst case scenario of how they're going to react. And chances are it's going to be somewhere in between. Now, hopefully it's going to be closer to the best side than the worst side, but that's kind of the best way to look through life as far as I'm concerned. It's not going to be best case. It's not going to be worst case. It's going to be somewhere between those two extremes, right? And generally speaking, that's how people's reactions are going to be. And then, if it's a situational thing, maybe you want to formulate a plan B, right? So if you're giving somebody choices, for example, and they don't choose what you thought they should choose, or they don't choose what you wanted them to choose, or whatever, then in your mind have a plan B, sort of, right? And with everything, it comes down to communication. So, choose your words wisely, and ask specifically questions to people that they can give you an honest answer to. And then don't judge the answer, just accept the answer, right? And keep in mind too, there's the whole situational stuff. So think about where it is that you're setting up this scenario, or you're asking these questions, or you're, whatever it is. Think about that scenario, and is it the best place, for this, are you in the best place for this scenario to work out? Are you, is this the right time to ask these questions? If it's not, then, chances are you're not going to get the answers that you're looking for. You may not get answers at all, right? So there are just so many different elements that go into the way we interact with each other. And I think, and the biggest thing of all is that, we're all individuals. And I sort of started with this, but I'm going back to it because we're all individuals. So we all have our own life experiences we bring to the situations. We all have our own stuff going on in our own heads. We all have different ways that we react to surprise. Some people love surprises. Some people hate surprises. Like if somebody tells you they hate surprises, trust them. Like, don't surprise them because you love to give surprises, because if they hate surprises, it's not going to be a good outcome, right? So, like, you've got to think about who that person is as well. So those are sort of my top tips on how to overcome expectations of others. And I hope you have a great day.